Hey, how's it going? Hope you guys are having a good day. I've spent a lot of time on this video, and I think it turned out a lot better than my last one. I hope you enjoy. I decided to take a Deino spawn the other night. I couldn't find any food here, so I started going down the river, and almost instantly heard a splash behind me. It was another baby Deino. I wasn't sure if he was waiting there to ambush somebody, so I tried to keep an eye on him. I did realize that this guy wasn't saying anything, so he may have been plotting something against me. So I decided that I would strike first once I was provided an opportunity. I'm not sure what compelled him to go up on land, but hey, easier combat for me. Everything was going good until this guy showed up. I swam across and watched him gobble up all of my food. Fortunately, he didn't find it all though. Once I was healed up, I found a fish down the river. I thought this rock would be a good place to hide him. I also wanted to get schooling fish for double diet. While the sun was baking my fish, I thought I'd go up here and heal up some more. Now, I don't know if this guy's seen me, but I felt like he did. So I made a break for the water. The following night, I'd got another croc spawn, and I was instantly disappointed when I seen this spawn location. I just always assumed that North Lake is a bad spawn for a croc unpetted peds. Not much to eat, all the herbivores around are full grown, and there could just as well be a larger dino in the water with me. And hungry, because there's nothing to eat here. Nevertheless, I had a very eventful life. I found and killed an AFK croc so I wouldn't starve. I thought this might be a safe location, but I heard some splashes nearby. I dropped my food to go investigate. I'm just trying to reduce any competition. I'm pretty sure I had seen another croc on its way over here. The little croc I just ran from had actually called me a cheater, which made me confused. Nevertheless, I sat over here and healed up. while these little dibbles ran by. I was sure they didn't want to mess with me. I didn't want that other croc to come bother me. I decided to take my food and go downriver. Since that croc body had gotten stuck on the waterfall, I decided to grab some fish, and I heard a little packy nearby. Maybe it was a big packy. I was just gonna place my fish over here, but then he ran over here to me. I thought maybe he could see me. It was a little scary. I don't know what was going on here. I was just wanting to heal up, and everybody seemed to be coming after me. I was still hurting pretty bad. I hung out here and healed up. I eventually made my way back up to that body. Found this elite fish that I never ate. I also found this deer in the water. I thought maybe I could use his body as bait. I really do have the hardest time trying to get these fish. I could smell some food up here and I just wanted to go check it out, see if it was something I could get my chompers on. I'm not scared to go on land to get some food, especially when I'm hungry. I'd prefer to go there when I still have some food, instead of being starving and closer to death. Unfortunately, these raptors were up there on the rock, so this was as far as I was gonna go. I knew there were a couple crocs in this lake. I decided to go up and I swam around like the big man. I figured that I had run faster than they did. It was getting pretty late in real life, so I came over here to this island to log out. Seeing as I was pretty hungry, I was very glad that I decided to come over here to log out. scared them away and I ate all their food. Like I said, I was happy that I came over here. Now I can get some food in my belly. I know there's another croc around, but I'm not sure where he went. After regaining some stamina and looking for him, I didn't see anything. So I decided to get back into the water. Unfortunately, for him, I had hurt him while I was swimming around. Now, if anything, I could see these guys calling me a cheater. How else would somebody know where you're running through the bushes? But as you've seen, I just moved my camera to the front of my face. I had recently seen a Karasu video. I wanted to try out some of these lunges, see how they work. I had finally logged out for the night. The next morning, I had instantly gotten my second mutation. While I was swimming around in the river, I'd come across these two packies. I'm not sure if they had heard me or seen me. They seemed sure that they didn't want to enter the water. As I was floating down the river, I came across this fairly large waterfall. I'd spent a lot of time on this croc, and the crocs on the server are hard to get, so I didn't want to take any chances. I ended up just going back up the waterfall, or back up the river. I seen this packy here drinking, and I wanted to sneak up on him. Unfortunately, he decided to move. However, he stood here for a while, and I got stuck on a rock. I could still hear the packies into the night. As I was swimming, I'd seen this big guy. I did not trust that interaction whatsoever. I decided to get down in the tall grass. Of course he came back. I knew he had to have been hungry. After getting away from the area, down a waterfall or two, I could smell some food up on the shore. As you can see, I'm less than half hungry, so I went to go check it out. It wasn't really that far, but it did take a while to get there on the croc. I don't know what it was, but it filled my tummy and allowed me to continue to grow. I quickly learned that this was another waterfall that I was not going to go down. Once I had made it down, I went up the river first to check to see if there were any fishes. Of course, there was nothing. So I made it down to the next waterfall, and this was a big one. So I went around. I was already dehydrated from that short walk. I didn't even try the log. I just made my way down the route that I thought was safest. Ooh, that was lucky. There's no returning from here, so I had to try to jump into the water. I survived. Of course, I went upriver to check to see if there were any fish. And of course, there was nothing. I thought this place was pretty. I hung out here for a while. Probably about an hour. I'd never been in this body of water before. I don't spend much time on this side of the map at all. I was pretty curious about this black box over here. Or hole, rather. Couldn't get in through there. As I turned around, I was starting to worry about my hunger. I didn't know how often other dinos came around here, but thankfully I found this dead fish. I ate my fish and I started making my way down some time later. I don't know why that was there, but it worried me a little bit. Well, there was nothing down here. It just looked pretty and I had to go check out that waterfall. Yeah, there was no secret entrance here. I decided to keep moving. I drank some water, started walking. I've never gone through this route, so I had no idea this was even possible. On the map, it looks rough, but it was pretty smooth. I had made it to the river connecting to water access. There were some DDoSing issues on the server, so this short walk took a lot longer than expected. There was no grass to hide in here. I continued moving down the river, and I found some food here at these two bushes. No idea what it was, but it didn't even fill me up very much. Like, at all. Now we're getting to familiar territory. I like to sit here and listen. I smelled that carb, and I took off towards it. There were herbivores around, and I was determined to get something. Had to stop for some oxygen real quick, and a sniff. There was a decent amount of activity here. Surely I was to get something. I really just wanted to catch something. I waited for a while, to no avail. I decided to go on land to get this food. I seen that little raptor. I know he can't mess with me. I ate up all the food that was here. Bones too. I could hear something behind me, but I was stuck in an animation. Oh, it was a Maya. Where did he come from? I wasn't even gonna bother because I knew I couldn't grab it. I'd found and killed a fish, and I was gonna swim a little bit down the river to eat it. That's when I noticed these tennos drinking. Surely this small tenno isn't gonna drink here. My first grab. It was a delight to finally participate in crocodile activities. The server was experiencing some issues, so we were stuck in place for a couple minutes. Once I was able to move again, I grabbed the body and took it on land to eat it as quick as possible. Same with the fish I grabbed earlier. I moved back down the river, to sit in that spot I like to sit in to listen. Once I get a little bigger on croc, I always find it to be difficult to try to catch these fish. I had no idea BBs could make noise underwater. While I was sitting here, I'd seen a big croc swim by. I asked if he'd be interested in mating. Since he mentioned that it was even difficult for him to keep food for himself, I decided it was best to not show myself because he's probably hungry. And of course he swam by again, likely looking for me so he could have his next meal. I waited for a while after he left. When I started moving, I stuck to the bottom of the river. After some time and not hearing anything, I decided to get some oxygen, but I didn't want to stay in the water so I could be seen by that other croc. I decided to go up and hide in a bush. I continued to stick to the bottom of the river. Still not hearing any other dinos. definitely scared that little croc. We had a short conversation and I left. I'm slowly making my way south, but I need to stop for some more oxygen. I did not want to get caught by that other crocodile, especially when I'm vulnerable and getting air. I'm trying to make my way south without getting caught. I put a lot of time into this croc already. I did not want to die. I did not want to get caught off guard. I had stopped here for a moment to see where I may want to get air. That's when I seen somebody typing in the chat. I decided to troll them a little bit. I was certain they were just trying to bait me so they could eat me. But they really did have food over there. I still didn't want to take any chances, so I went around the other way. I made my way to the dam, and I noticed this little croc in the hollow log. Unfortunately, the little guy got stuck. But fortunately, I got some food, and now I'm not gonna starve. After eating, I wanted to make my way back up to water access. Well, look who it is. This won't be the last time I see them either. I gave a little troll, and then I left. As I was making my way back up to water access, I went through this little river area, and I heard something walking to my left. I tried to lunge out of the water and then grab him, but it didn't work out like that. I had to wait some time before I could right click again. That irritated me, so I thought I'd try it again. Yeah, it was like a whole second. It was these guys again. We had a short conversation, told them that I was about to nest, and they left. I waited a short while, then I started heading back north myself. I had heard some dinosaurs to my north over the land, so I went to go check it out. I'd made it over the land and into the other side of the river. I'd never seen any other dinosaurs, so I started heading back up to water access. By the time I'd gotten to this point, it was storming and night had fallen. I had just heard something walking over here. Like I've previously said, I'd much rather go on land when I'm not starving and losing health already. I don't know what this was, but I was eating it. After this fine meal, I walked up to the pond just to the north of me. I'd smelled some protein up here, and that put me on edge, but I was confident in my ability in case a fight rose with another croc. Ooh, does he see me? Well, he definitely seen me, but it turned out to be the guy from earlier. I thought about going after the young Sarah, but I knew I wouldn't catch it. This other croc's friend had stored his dinosaur, so his body was there to eat. The next day I left, finally to make my way to water access. But of course, I had gotten distracted by a sound down to the south. I went to go check it out. I didn't see anything, so I turned around to make my way back up there. That's when I heard some footsteps to my left. Surely this Maya isn't just going to jump across the water. Oh, he does, and I tried to get up there and scare him. Then he shakes his butt at me. I should have killed him. Afterwards, I pretty much went straight to water access. I have finally caught something big. This Maya is pink because there are special skins, and this one is pretty rare. I spent some time messing with these Carnos. Now some Sarahs were coming to join the party. I finally gotten a full-grown croc. and I want to assert dominance. I just walk over here and take these guys' food. Nobody wanted anything to do with me. I even bullied the little guys. But I suck at croc, so I didn't get anything. I decided to go over here, get some shots. Then I stored my Deino. Well, pretty much, editing still sucks. It is not fun to do. However, I feel like I've done a much better job on this one. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think I could improve or what I did well. I'm certain I'll do another one, but I don't know when or what Deino it will be. Make a suggestion of what Deino I should make a video on next. See you in the next one.